Welcome to another Ultimate Fat Cat. Looks like we are trying to jump into TP4 Royale. So all 3 rounds here, standard bag of clubs for myself. A couple of notables in here playing with us. So first round, second round, third round is all a variety of shots. It's all a long shot or short shots. There's a putt in each round. So I use the route on this. Once again, looking at the wind direction, which way it's going will all depend on how much spin I put on the ball. And because it's coming right to left, I tried to do a little bit of a late release on it, not quite as much as I wanted. Quite clearly not the best start in the world. Full backspin on this shot will get you right up there. Even in a headwind, I'd probably put one less bar backspin on it. And the most you'll get through this, unless you duff a shot or on purpose, you'll only get 2 putts out of this, unless you deliberately duff like a longer shot. Remember, the only goal you're trying to accomplish here is to get through to the next round. The real fun happens in round 3. So we'll get one more shot off, last rough shot. Try and put that one up near the hole somewhere. So round 2 will kick off with for me, a root shot, which depending on the wind direction will ultimately, whether I push the shot a touch up, push the marker up, or I just apply full backspin if I've got a tailwind. So if I've got a headwind, I will push that shot up. With a tailwind, I'll just full backspin it and hit an ultimate, hopefully. Fingers crossed, but we'll see. You do get a little bit of a moment or two to see which way the wind is going, so you can make your mind up very quickly with this before you actually play your shot. It is a good thing that they show you the wind direction first. So headwind, I'm pushing this up. Full backspin. If you don't push that up, you'll end up in the bunker. You'll hit the rough at the front and stop dead. Bit of an early release on that because I did have wind coming from left to right, and hopefully that's a bit better. So this is the importance of early and late releases. And you'll notice that the putts are getting longer each time. So with that one, we've got a crosswind, no need to do anything, just full backspin, you'll make it over that. Once again, left to right, early release, get the ball up there. Let the wind bring it back in line. Not quite full backspin on that, probably should have actually. And the trick with the putting on this, on any of these hole royals, don't let the putt meter go past. Because that's where you make your time up. By the time, I know it doesn't seem much, but by the time that needle passes to the right and then comes back and you hit it, you've wasted like a second. And you do that enough times, that's an extra shot you won't get off. So I should get one last shot off here. All with about 3 seconds, 2 seconds to get that one last shot off. If I had let the needle pass on those putts or on some of those shots, I wouldn't have got that last shot off. Now this last round, everything's pretty straightforward with the wind, whether it's headwind or tailwind. The only thing on this one, the putt is an absolute nightmare. You can't see. So sometimes the needle will pass the center before I get it lined up properly. And if you don't hit it sweet, you'll fly past the hole, and sometimes I've seen them end off the green. So it's a very fine line. So always start with a wood shot first, tailwind, full backspin, nice easy shot. Let that wind come, bring it back. I did underhit it and just a touch because it was a tailwind. So we get a nice rough shot here. I tend to put a little bit of left curl on that, allowing for the wind. Hang on. This could go anywhere. That rough shot, because I want to try and hit the pin to drop it dead, and there you go. If you give it too much, you can miss that putt. So I got my work cut out for me now. I need to make that next putt and put the rest of these shots nice and close. So yeah, with this rough shot, try and put a little bit of left curl depending on the wind direction. So no curl on this one because the wind is left to right to left. And I'll drop it. Putting again. Oh, that was close. Now, I let that go late because I didn't want it to go dead straight, because I may not have made the green then with that headwind. Because that headwind can hold you up quite a bit off the green. So one last shot, rough shot again. Now I'll put a little bit of curl on that one. Probably a bit too much. So apart from that missed putt, should be a pretty solid score across the board. You're looking for 11 shots on that with 2 hole outs at least, the 2 putts. I was lucky to get that rough shot in. It should have been the 2 putts. If I get the extra hole out, get the 3 hole outs, that's a really good score on that round. So I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, please feel free to ask. Put through some requests as to particular royals you'd like to see, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.